Hey y'all, welcome to Life on Goldman Road. I am Brenda if you're new, and we have got a lot of stuff to do this week. We have got so much to do this week. When you see this video on Wednesday, Thursday is my birthday, and I have a lot to do to get ready for this next weekend. Today is Sunday. My kitchen is a wreck. I need to get everything cleaned off and put away where it needs to go, because this week I'm going to be doing a whole lot of cooking for the upcoming party. Now, in years past, we have done a fish fry, and that's what we're doing this year. But I'm going to be doing a lot of the food. We've got some friends that's going to bring a few things in, but otherwise, it's me. That's how I wanted it. That's how it is. So, today, I'm just going to be cleaning a little bit and trying to get everything put away so I can have space to do what I need to do. So I've already run a load of dishes this morning in the dishwasher. I've got clutter on my island. I need to unload the dishwasher so I can load it back when I start finding things that need to go in there to be taken care of. Now, this will be my 50th birthday. Some days I think, how is it possible that I'm already 50? And then other days I'm thinking I've got to at least be 97. Anyway, we all have good days and bad days, right? For this fish fry this weekend, I am hoping for between 25 and 40 people. We'll see how it goes. I know there's people that have things to do this weekend, but we've got a list going of those that said they could be here. We have several pounds of fish. We're going to be doing French fries, hush puppies, and coleslaw for the event. Plus, I will be doing, I think I'm going to do mini cupcakes, just because you can just pop them in your mouth and you're good to go. I'm also going to be doing a great big banana pudding. Different things, lots of things. It's going to be a crazy week. But let me get going on this so I can get started on that. While I'm cleaning, I do need to make some bread. So while I do that, I'm going to take you along on how I make my bread. Now, this is Dorothy, my sourdough bread. It's a potato flake sourdough bread. And I have made things with you, but I don't think I've actually done the bread with you. It is a very slow rise bread. So today, what I'll do is get out the starter and add in flour, sugar, oil, water, and salt. I'll post the recipe below. That way you'll know what all I have done. Now, we get her into a bowl, a large bowl, because she's going to rise. She's going to take, let's see, today it is 2:05. It's 2:05. May wait till a little bit later because she needs to rise all night. So if I could do, say, 4, then she could rise until 4 in the morning, and then I could bake her at 4 tomorrow afternoon. That's how slow this is to do. So it's not like bam, bam, bam. My yeast rolls that taste exactly the same, I can do them all in one day. But Dorothy takes her time. So let me get everything ready for that, and I'll take you along to make bread. Now, this recipe calls for 5 cups of bread flour. You mix in 3, and then you add the last 2. I just add it all in at one time. So, but we are going to sift it, and that's usually what I start with. 2, 3, 4. And I know probably doing by scales would be different. Also, sifting my flour or adding my flour by cup and then sifting it, I probably have more than 5 cups. But oh, let me go ahead and add a teaspoon of salt. Okay, salt right in there. I like to sift it in with the flour. So we're just gonna get this sifted together. All right, all sifted in. So now we're going to add a cup of starter. So we're going to stir Dorothy around. Then we got a cup of starter, and then we're going to do a 1/2 cup of sugar and a 1/2 cup of oil in this, and then we're going to mix it. We're going to bring it together. All right, it was actually 2 teaspoons of salt, so I went on and added another thing of salt. So let me grab sugar. And we are going to do a 1/2 cup of sugar. And then we'll do a 1/2 cup of oil. You can probably hear the water running. I'm getting it ready to be warm. All right, 1/2 cup of oil. I'll put this up. All right. We are ready for our cup of starter. Now, Dorothy looks amazing. Let me let you see her. All right, this is before I stir her. I hope you can see that. She's straight out of the refrigerator. So we are going to give her a stir. Now, in the last video, I took out several cups of discard to use, and I have not used them yet. Life, you know, it just gets hard. So we're going to get down in here and get us a scoop. And there is our cup of discard. of that off. All right, now let me go over here and get our cup of hot water. All right, water, water, water. I'm going to kind of get this going with this, but then we're going to change over probably either to the dough whisk or a spoon. Whoop. All right, let me see what I can get going. Sometimes the spoon works better, but then sometimes I have to get in there with the dough whisk to get the last of it incorporated. And today is one of those days where she's a little bit dry. So I'm going to do about a half a cup of water. I just like it to be a little bit shaggier dough when I put it on to the first rise. And see, that did perfect. All right. Perfect. I just want to turn it loose from the bowl. And it's just a little bit sticky, so we're okay there. All right, so now what I'm going to do is get a bowl, a large bowl, and I'm going to spray that with a non-stick spray. And then we're going to put our dough into that and put it into our oven with the light on so it can rise overnight. Now, this bowl is warm out of the dishwasher. So that's great. Okay. Alright, and we can loosely cover her, but I'm just going to go ahead and stick her in the oven just like this. And because we're out of bread, I'm going to repeat what I just did. All right, got that done. Got them in the oven with the light on. It's going to be nice and warm. So about 4 o'clock in the morning, probably will be closer to 5 or 5:30. I will try to remember to hit record at that time of the morning. But we will separate them into 4 bread pans. There will be 2 bread pans per bowl. And then we'll just stick them back in the oven to rise all day. And then about, depending on how they rise, I'll bake them probably around 4 o'clock. And we will have nice warm bread. I have a friend that I'm going to take a couple of loaves to, and then we've got bowling tomorrow night, so we will probably get into ours Tuesday morning, maybe for breakfast. Good morning. It's early. It is almost 6 a.m. and so I'm a little behind on putting the bread in the bread pans, but let's go ahead and do that together. All right, here's our dough. And I'm just going to work it here in this bowl. So I'm going to take just a little bit of flour and sprinkle kind of around the edge. All right. I don't do anything fancy, so I'm just going to cut this dough in half. I already have the pan sprayed. And then I don't really shape or anything. It just kind of is what it is. Just gonna kind of tuck it, stretch it so it kind of fills out the pan. Because this is going to rise all day, so it's going to be fine. I just try to get it even. Is this the correct way? Probably not. All right. All right. That's one pan down. Put these back in. We're going to take this one out. Let me get my other two pans. Okay, same thing. Normally I do this on a cutting board. It has just a little bit of extra dough. So I'm going to put this dough back with this. Right in the oven. until about 4 o'clock this afternoon. It's almost 4, so we're going to go ahead and take our bread out of the oven because we're proofed and I don't want to overproof it. So, and then we're going to preheat our oven to 350. All right, that's going to preheat. Put them back in the oven, and in 30 minutes, we will have bread. All right, our timer just went off, so let's see what we got. And it should be done. Perfect. All right, they all turned out beautiful, and I'm going to turn these out onto a wire rack so they can cool, and then they will be ready to eat. All right, y'all, that's it on bread making for today. So I'm going to jump off of here. I've got 2 loaves cooling that I'm going to take to a friend, and then I have still 2 loaves in the pan that I'm going to turn out onto the cooling rack for us. It is great right out of the oven. I'm not going to lie, I will cut it right now and have a piece with butter. It is fabulous. Also, once it's cooled, a lot of mornings I will pop it in the toaster, and it is just like it came out of the oven. So it is a great versatile bread that I use all the time. So I will leave the recipe below if you would like to try it. Now, this is the sourdough starter bread, but I also have a recipe that is a quick sourdough bread. You've seen that in my yeast rolls. It's the same thing. You just don't have to feed that. This has been fed. So anyway, I am gonna get off of here. We gotta go bowling tonight, so I gotta get stuff done before I can leave the house. I appreciate each and every one of you hanging out, showing up, hitting that like and subscribe button. Thank you so much. I can't express how much I appreciate each and every one of you. So until next time, I'll see you later.